half, 1-0 in the 87th minute. Let's go. You did hear me. What the hell is this performance? Alright, let's start this up. Let's do this. What's up, guys? We made it. Champions League final. Finally. It feels like the longest season of all time. Well, I guess last season felt like the longest season of all time, but this one, with everything jammed together, certainly felt long as well. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you are having a great Saturday so far. Myself, Mohammed Zakaria Ali are in the chat. Miguel's out here. We got Mario. We got R. Sharma, Andres Guzman, Vitorino, Urias Tosh. What's up, man? Somebody get me a beer and a waterbed. Hey, man, I got you on the beer, but not the waterbed. It's the Champions League final. As per the tradition, we will be having a beverage, as we like to call it, a carbonated apple juice. YouTube. That's what we're having today from Griffintown Brewing here in Montreal. How are you guys? I'm very excited for this. I was nervous for this coming into it. I don't know why. I guess it was just like sympathy nerves for the rest of the support, or sorry, for the Chelsea and the Manchester City supporters. And speaking of those two clubs, let's take a quick look at the starting lineups. I just got a threat from Zach about not talking about Wednesday. Don't worry, I will not. For Chelsea, is Edouard Mendy, wait, what? No, that's Man City. My goodness, can't read. It's Ederson in goal for Man City. Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ruben Dias, Alexander Zinchenko. In the midfield, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva. So no Rodri and no Fernandinho off the start. And then up front, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, and Raheem Sterling. An interesting one. I mean, sacrificing a central midfielder or a central defensive midfielder for Raheem Sterling. We'll see. I mean, it's Pep Guardiola. He knows better than all of us, right? So let's see what happens. And then for Chelsea is Edouard Mendy, Antonio Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Reece James playing in that right center back position, as he has done so well recently. Then across the midfield and the wing backs, we have Ben Chilwell, Jorginho, and N'Golo Kante. Huge match for him. Cesar Azpilicueta as the right wing back. Then Timo Werner, Mason Mount, and Kai Havertz get the start in the attack. Whew. Should be fun. Here we go. This is it. It all comes down to this. Will it be a first one for Manchester City, or will it be another one for Chelsea? What do you guys think are going to happen? Is going to happen, sorry. Welcome back, says Ryan N. Ryan, thank you for that. Oh, Edward Sanchez already. Number 1 donation. Thank you, bro. And he says, Brentford are back in the Premier League. Yeah, I think I saw that it was like after 74 years, or that's what the commentator said, 74-year wait, they're back in the top flight, which is just insane. Although I could be wrong on that one. Do not quote me on it. It's just what I heard from Mr. Commentator. Thank you for that donation, Edward. Urias Tosh is saying Chelsea 2-1 over Man City. Pulisic 90th minute banger. Yeah, of course. Of course. There he is. The star of the show. Mateo Lahoz, the referee. Let's see how my pour is. Ooh. Let's see. Does Adrian still know how to pour a beer? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not a bit of head on that. Not even the sniff of any head on that beer. That's a great start. It's a great start to the stream, and I came on. My mic wasn't muted. Nothing. So we're good to go. What do I think of the Man City lineup? I definitely think it's interesting that there's no holding midfielder in it, unless Gundogan is going to be playing as the holding midfielder. I mean, they're going to have to show a lot of discipline. Not even an IPA? No, I didn't feel like having an IPA. Ryan, which team do you support? What's up, Michael Mazzola? It's been a while, man. It's been a long time. Thanks for coming through. That's not how you're supposed to pour? Oh, okay. That's my bad then. That's my bad. I guess I suck at pouring. But thank you, Andres. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Mohamed Safwat. RTV Ultra, let's go. Play it.
Forget me? It's ecstasy.
What a way to start off the match.
Astonishing.
Mohamed Safwat, thank you for joining us, man. We'll drop some emoji in the chat for you. Let's drop a referee in there as well, and a crying Mbappe and a shocked Neymar. If Aguero scores, please do Aguero on the stream. Hey, thank you, Mario. I appreciate that. Yeah, 200K is it's a surreal amount. And it's off. The match has started. Andres, I gotta say that this beer is not very carbonated at all. So maybe that's part of it. Because usually when I pour, there's about a tiny bit of head. But this, there's absolutely nothing. And look, it's like barely even carbonated. It looks like it literally looks like apple juice. I know I joke about that, but it literally looks like apple juice. Anyways, here we go. City with the ball deep in Chelsea's half to begin with here. Here's Sterling now. Trying to sort of get an idea of what the shape is that City are going to be using. Because it is, you know, the classic 4-3-3 that is on paper. But it looks like the fullbacks are going to drop into the midfield, sort of the holding midfield position, just as Cancelo was, you know, doing so often. We saw Kyle Walker do that immediately when the ball was on the left side. So I'm sure when it goes on the right, Zinchenko will pull into the middle as another midfielder. But we'll see. Shakina Gatonga, here we go. More than happy to watch this with you guys, the Roboto TV family. Hell yeah. Thanks for joining us, man. Foul right away there on Sterling. What in score football in the score? What's that? I'm not sure what you mean, my friend. Dan, what's up, man? Thanks for coming through, joining us for this Champions League final. Very exciting. Very happy for all the supporters that got to make it into the stadium for this. This must be incredible. Walking around Montreal a little earlier today, and all the patios are open at restaurants and stuff. So it's great to see the world opening up again. Nice to see people out there enjoying life. Or at least enjoying food. Here's Timo Werner cutting inside on John Stones. And outside again. Not sure that was the move. He had him beat on the inside. But, you know, figuring it out. Good recovery there by Mr. John Stones. So it's looking like, at least off the hop, Phil Foden is dropping sort of in behind. When City don't have possession, Kevin De Bruyne is like the striker. Foden and Bernardo are behind him. Sterling on the left. Mahrez on the right. And then Gundogan dropping a little bit deeper in front of the defense. Okay. Chelsea 3-1 says Andres Guzman. Mohammed, by the way, thanks again for becoming a member. I had City winning this one. It's going to be close, obviously. Really hard to pick, given, you know, the last two matches Chelsea has actually beaten Man City, but there's always been a few personnel missing in that City lineup, so we'll see what happens here. Havertz, ball in the box. Can't keep it in. Oh, he does. Straight into the hands of Ederson. Mike, yes, I am doing Euros watch-alongs, my friend. I am, definitely. Yeah, Muzai Records, it's been insane this week, hasn't it? With all the managerial changes. Constant changes. By the way, you'll all be happy to know that Montreal won 1-0 today against Chicago. City just trying to work that ball around. Or angry go round. Yeah, Andres, I think that's what it may be. Who do I have winning the Euros? Heart says Portugal, head says France. English fans doing as English fans do, and they of course were trashing Porto a little bit. No surprise there. What do I think of Italia's chances? They have a really exciting team. They do. Would I put them in as favorites to win it? No. Do they have a chance? Yeah, for sure. Anything can happen once you get into the knockout stages. Ooh, that's a loose pass by Zinchenko. And good tackle there by Bernardo. Throw in. 0-0 till extra time, says Abhishek. Oh, God. If we're going to do another extra time match, I pray that this one is a little more interesting and not just, 3 shots on target as it was in the Europa League. Sorry, Zach, to bring in, to bring up Wednesday. France won't make it out of the group stage. You think that Germany will, with how bad they've been lately? I think that Portugal, Germany, and France will all make it out because they're doing that third place thing again, I think, in Euro 2020. Yeah, it is live right now, Daryl Omar. It is 0-0 in the 7th minute at the moment. Who's been the better team? I wouldn't say anyone, really, Aman. It's been pretty even. No real opportunities. I mean, Kai Havertz was able to get a ball sort of across the box that deflected off of Ruben Dias and into the hands of Ederson. But other than that, nothing's really happened. Still sort of feeling each other out. Zinchenko, Gundogan. And yeah, there it is. The fullbacks of City really moving in centrally whenever they have possession. Zinchenko. Ukraine will have an interesting team, actually. Guys like Zinchenko and Malinovsky. Yeah, Martin, I agree with you. France has a crazy squad depth. Here, the long ball forward to Raheem Sterling in behind. Reece James, good recovery. Sterling still probably should have cut it back to Kevin De Bruyne, but it goes out for a corner kick. What a ball forward from Ederson. Just drops it in the perfect place. Sterling going for that magical back heel. Of course, it's not going in, though. He cuts that back to De Bruyne, and maybe that's a goal. Foden. Oof, out. No, I missed that one, Zach. I'm sure that they're just ridiculous. Ederson practicing penalties. I'm sure that he was just ripping them top corner every time. What's up, down to? Yeah, Andres, Germany certainly do have talent. I just don't believe in their manager anymore. I think a lot of the German players don't believe in their manager anymore. But maybe with Thomas Müller back in there and Hummels, they'll have leaders on the pitch again. You know, it could work. Here's Chelsea trying to get the ball out of their own end. Good press from City. Long ball forward for Timo Werner. And that's a mistake from John Stones. He gives it away to Kai Havertz in their own end. Havertz now. Ooh, the pull back to Timo Werner, and it's a swing and a miss, and that will do nothing to help his reputation, will it? Now an opportunity for City to break out, as they do. Sterling now, burning away from Jorginho. Thiago Silva comes across. Good ball from Sterling. Oh, oh my goodness, Chilwell. Riyad Mahrez was almost there. Well done from Chilwell to cut that out. Otherwise, that was probably 1-0 City. Gundogan now. Foden. Yeah, Adnan Malik, he's definitely making a case for himself, Mr. Sterling. Zinchenko. Good touch from Mahrez, and that's good, strong defending from Reece James. Tries to clear. Can't get it beyond Zinchenko. And that looks like a foul from Kai Havertz. As a German, I tell you, no one in Germany expects anything from the team. Yeah, I mean, it's it's difficult with that manager, isn't it? And some of the embarrassments you guys have suffered lately. R. Sharma saying a proper striker would have scored at that moment. Yeah. Maybe Giroud would have put that away. Maybe Abraham would have. Unfortunate for him. I still believe in Timo Werner. It's been a nightmare season, but who's to say he can't turn it around? Gundogan. Mount, fouled by Gundogan. Do you think Hansi Flick will greatly improve the German team? I think so, yeah. You know, it's alleged that he played a massive role in their 2014 victory. Apparently the ultimate man manager, so I don't see why not. He did the good things at Bayern Munich, obviously. Ball wide to Reece James. Reece James with that new flow. Oh my goodness, what has happened there, Ruben Dias? Oh no, that was John Stones. Again, not having the best match so far. Kante stopped by Ruben Dias. As per. De Bruyne, Foden. That's a bit of a loose pass from Kevin De Bruyne. How often do we get to say that? Steven, you're nervous? Are you supporting City, Steven, or Chelsea? Hat-trick Conte, call it. Ruben Dias is becoming a whale? What you mean by that? Oh, you're supporting Chelsea, Steven. Yeah, I would be nervous as well. I'd be nervous if I was either team. It's a final. You never know what's going to happen. I'd be nervous either way. I think I told you guys this before, but in one cup final that I actually played in myself, I scored an own goal, and it was just the worst feeling in the world. We ended up losing by like 2 or 3 goals in that cup final, so it wasn't decisive. It was like when we were already down 2. But man, it was bad. I tried passing back to my keeper as he came running out for whatever reason, and it just sort of like rolled by him. It was the ugliest thing I've seen in my life. Ugliest creation I've made. Ruben Dias. Now Mount. Chilwell down that left. Ball inside to Timo Werner. Uh-oh. It's broken for Havertz. Werner, he shoots, and a save by Ederson. Another bad strike from Timo Werner. He should have made more of that. Right around the penalty area. Even closer than the penalty area. I mean, he wasn't. He was off balance, that's for sure. But still, you hope you do better than that. And now Chelsea are starting to get some opportunities here. Now Timo Werner on John Stones, strike into the side netting. There we go. Tuchel's getting the crowd amped up. Chelsea starting to see more of the ball, starting to see some opportunities around the box. Been dealt with so far by City. I mean, well, I guess you can't say that Timo Werner's poor strike was dealt with. It was, in a way it was, saved by Ederson. This is why I can't be a commentator, because I waffle on. History gamers, so anxious. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Reece James ball in, straight into the arms of Ederson. Not a very good corner kick. Now, City with Mahrez, Sterling, Foden, and Kevin De Bruyne streaming forward. De Bruyne steps around Chilwell, and that's good tracking back by, I believe it was Jorginho. Excellent tracking back there. Or maybe it was Mason Mount. You know I can't see. Cynthia, I can make that special for you. What a match it would be to get for Werner to get his mojo back, says Mohit Raju. Yeah, man. That's a very good point. If this is where he scores some goals, he will be forgiven in the Chelsea fans' eyes. So long as they win, of course. Mahrez holding off Chilwell. Bernardo inside. Gundogan. Such an interesting sort of shape that City takes on. How one of the fullbacks jumps into the midfield to make it like a 5. Oof. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a poor pass from De Bruyne. And controlled by Reece James, who steps away from Foden. Foden, good press. But Chelsea come away with it. Now can Chelsea break out once more? Mason Mount. Ball over the top to Timo Werner. Those diagonal balls over and over again. Werner wide to Chilwell. There's Kante at the back post. Ooh, and he nearly gets on the end of it. He does, in fact. But it's out for a goal kick. Looking good. Chelsea are looking good. Exactly as Andres Guzman said. Looking good. Wow. Wins the header up against Ruben Dias and Zinchenko. Oh, no, not Zinchenko. It was Sterling who got back. Andres, what's your dog's name? Let us know in the chat, por favor. What's up, the introvert? Thanks for coming through, man. Bernardo. For all of the ball that they've had. In fact, before I make a comment like that, let's see just how much of the ball they've had. Yeah, 66% of possession for City. Really have not managed to develop any opportunities, have they? Besides maybe, that ball from Ederson over the top to Sterling. Yeah, our Sharma, they really are trying to slow things down at the moment. Chelsea want that rapid pace. City want to control it. We got all the mods today. Yeah, man. I don't know if Russ is in here. Russ, the ghost mod. Maybe he'll reveal himself, but I doubt it. Good clearance there from Cesar Azpilicueta. Another throw-in for City. We will definitely check in on the throw-in stats a little bit later. The introvert, yeah, I mean, Timo's had a few opportunities. One was he swung for the ball and missed it. Another one he hit side netting, and then another one was sort of a weak, piddly sort of strike that was an easy collect for Ederson. But that's not to say that overall his play has been bad. I think that Werner has been pretty decent actually. Eli Martinez is here. What's up, man? Great to have you back. Foul there on Riyad Mahrez. What is this in my pocket? It's a mask. Kuhn looks kind of bored. Yeah, he certainly does not look enthused. These are the kind of matches that he wants to see, that he wants to be playing in, you know, as any professional would. Think we might see Aguero? Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility, especially if City need a goal. We saw in that final day, glimpses of the old Aguero coming off of the bench and, you know, 2 opportunities, 2 goals pretty much. Almost had a third as well against Everton. Timo Werner. Good tackle there by Zinchenko. Opportunity for Sterling to run into some space. Sterling with Foden inside. Plays it wide to De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Ooh, I thought that extra touch. I thought he was going to hit it first time. But I believe it is a corner kick for Manchester City, unless that was offside. Yeah, it looks like it was offside. Was indeed offside. Miguel, what did you have for dinner? Was it roasted vegetables? Havertz. Ooh, that's a great ball by Kai Havertz. Good ball by Chilwell as well. And it's cleared by Ruben Dias. Adrian, you played professionally? No. I didn't play professionally. Timo Werner. Reece James. Opportunity to cross. It's a great one. And is dealt with by John Stones. Now a ball to Kyle Walker, fouled by Chilwell. Definitely a good game so far. Yeah. Really, no room for boring comments, is there? Sterling going down easy from Reece James. Wait, what? I guess, what did he call a handball by Sterling? Yeah. Love to see it. Adrian, I feel like you'll be exhausted with all the watch-alongs. Nah, man. Miguel, what are you talking about? I've been fine. I was earlier when you came on. I was replying to a message in the mod group. That's why it looked like I was just staring at something. But yeah, I'm doing fine. You're going to be exhausted from all the Euro watch-alongs. I'm not going to do every single match, you know? I'm not going to do like... Sorry to offend, but matches no one really will care about. I'll take those days as sort of rest days where I'll still work on a video, but I just won't do the watch-along. Free kick. Foul by Ruben Dias. Good area for Chelsea. Good area for Reece James to rip it in there. City setting up here. Or will it be Ben Chilwell? You'd think that it would be Reece James. Curl it in behind the defense like that, but we'll see. It is Reece James. Headed up and away. Timo Werner heads it back to Reece James. Beautiful. Beautifully done by Gundogan. Right into the path of Kevin De Bruyne. Back to Ruben Dias. Ethan Simpson may be the Conference League final, but I mean, Conference League plays on the same day as the Europa League. And this past season, I didn't even have a chance to really cover Europa League, so I feel like it's going to get neglected a little bit. What's up, Ashtray? Thanks for coming through, man. Sterling gets the better of Reece James. No, he doesn't. That's a good recovery by Reece James. And De Bruyne with the press does not win a corner kick. This final's missing Zuba. It really is. Gundogan. De Bruyne. Good little interplay there. Foden. Ooh, what a tackle by Rudiger. Last ditch defending there by Antonio Rudiger. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle. Close. That was better though from City. Finally got their attack clicking a little bit. Kante, Reece James. Aspilicueta. Definitely an even match so far, eh, boys and girls? Definitely an even match. Oh, Dr. Darkrai is here. He's here. It's been a few days, but he is here. Thank you, Dr. Darkrai, for that donation. My guy. And Dr. Darkrai says, yo, sorry I came in late, but stuff needed to be done. What's up? Not much, man. It's been a really good final so far. It's been a very even final so far. A couple of sort of half chances for each side. Well, actually, that last one for Foden was a very good chance. But a great tackle from Rudiger. Werner, that opportunity that he had a swing and a miss on, that was also a very good opportunity for him. But yeah, it's been good. It's been a huge improvement over what we were treated to on Wednesday, in which there was only 3 shots on target and just a lot of defense in that game, wasn't there? Oh, that's a great touch by Kyle Walker. Can he get there? He does, and he gets the ball in. Just out of reach for Riyad Mahrez. Just out of reach. Yeah, bread beat forever. I mean, that's where Sergio Aguero is probably looking at Pep like, I'm on the pitch, that's a goal. But another one for City. Sterling blocked. "30 minutes feels like 5." Yeah, that's what you want out of a match. You want it to fly by like that. Yeah, Dr. Darkrai, you might be right about that. I don't know that it will be a high-scoring match simply because Chelsea's involved and they defend extremely well. City aren't too bad at defending either now, are they? But you usually don't see a ton of goals in Chelsea matches for either side. You know, they've only scored more than 2 goals on one occasion under Tuchel. Yeah, Miguel, that would be beautiful. That'd be poetry. Kante. Chelsea's opportunity to go in the other direction. Let's see what they can cook up. Is Sterling being pocketed by James? I wouldn't quite say pocketed. They've had a pretty good little battle down that side. Sometimes Sterling gets the better of him. Sometimes Reece James gets the better of Sterling. They're having a bit of a back and forth. Now, Foden gets away from Jorginho, and Jorginho with the trip. Urias Tosh pulling for the Pennsylvania Pulisic, isn't he? De Bruyne driving away from Havertz. That's a good tackle by Havertz in the end. You love it. You love to see this back and forth stuff. It's all action, this game, isn't it? Kyle Walker. That's a good tackle again by Chilwell. Now Mount, who we haven't seen, it feels like we haven't seen involved in a little bit here. Logan Brock. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Great to see you out here. It's nice to see someone, some of these OGs of the channel, like Logan Brock. We had Mike Mazzola out here as well. We've got all sorts of OGs in the chat today. Prediction, Aguero scores the winner in the 93rd minute of the match. Yeah, imagine he scores at 93-20 again. Now, Reece James driving forward for Chelsea. Puts it wide to Timo Werner, 1-on-1. 2-on-1 now as he's surrounded by City shirts. N'Golo Kante, wide to Azpilicueta. Werner's at the back post. Kante again. Mount, Chilwell. Yeah, Zach, you're an OG as well, my friend. Oh, that's very well read by Kyle Walker to head it back to his keeper. Do you think this will go to penalties? Rashid, I hope not. It could. I mean, there's always a possibility, but I don't see that happening. Bernardo gives it up a little too easily there, but he recovers. Poop Smith, it's been a great match so far, actually. Been opportunities for each side. Nice back and forth play. It's been a high tempo the entire time, so it's been good. Players are getting in behind. All things that you want out of a football match. You're here for Steven. I'm sure I can get Steven in on this at some point. I'm sure he's still just sleeping on the couch where I left him. What's that yellow juice you've sipped? This is just apple juice. This is a nice apple juice. See, you can see there's no carbonation, just apple juice. Thiago Silva pulled to his feet. How's he doing? Yeah, Miguel, it's weird. It's a local beer. And it's a blonde ale. But man, I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Why it's so flat. I guess it's just their style. IBU 20. Not great. Drinks break. A little bit of water time. He's drinking Steven's pee. No, I'm not. No name beer? No. Yeah, I got the yellow no name brand. I think only Canadians can relate to that. Or people who follow them on Twitter because they're a great follow. Show the label. It's a local beer. I don't want to trash a local beer, but it's Griffintown. Maybe that's just how they do their blonde, but it's a little flat for my liking. Feed it to Plantini, yeah. So is Thiago Silva done or what? No, I think he's fine. Kyle Walker. Stones. Yeah, that's it, Cynthia. That's why I don't want to trash it too much. It could just have been part of a bad batch. Could have been the can itself. I have another can in the fridge. Maybe second half we test it out. We put it to the test and see if it's just a bad batch, if it's a bad can, or what. Now, Kante driving forward. There's 4 Chelsea players streaming forward, including Timo Werner. He goes wide to Kai Havertz, cuts inside, and that's good tracking back by Zinchenko to cut off Kai Havertz before he could get the shot off. What a tackle. What a tackle. If that was, I mean, I know he's a left-footed player, but just smack that on your right. Just smack that low and hard. Hope for a rebound or something. Mahrez now for City. Mahrez straight into the palms of Edouard Mendy, hoping for a little bit of a touch. Oh, there it is. We have our first boring comment. Space Jam Joe thinks this is boring. Unfortunate. I tend to disagree myself, but I mean, I question what people want out of a final if you find this boring. Thiago Silva is down, by the way. Looks like his match is over. So it looks like Christensen's going to come on, or that at least I would assume. You got to feel for Thiago Silva though, to go out injured in a final. That's rough. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see a player go off in a final in the first half, especially. You only have 2 cans of beers. Look, I'm not a big drinker. Alcohol gives me headaches, so I rarely have beer on hand. This is actually, I can't remember when I even got this. Who knows? Beer tends to just live in my fridge for weeks on end. So Andreas Christensen is on. I haven't been talking about the match much because there's nothing going on, really. It's some injury breaks here for Thiago Silva. Now it's been dealt with. Ball back in play. Edouard Mendy with it. That might be why it's flat. No, Julia's mom brought this over to us on like Monday or something. So if it's flat from Monday, then that's not a me problem. That's a them problem. But yeah, usually beer, I mean, stays pretty carbonated in my fridge for weeks on end. Werner tries to touch it inside to Havertz. No go there. Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, and Chelsea recover the ball. Hey, Nathan Maldonado. What's up, man? New drinking game. Every throw-in your team has, you take a shot. Yikes. That would be a destroyer. Reece James now. You think there will be many substitutions? Not really from Pep. Possibly from Tuchel. Pep is not a big substitutions guy, is he? Unless he's forced into it, probably not. Chelsea trying to control the ball now. As Miz said in our, Miz from the other side of the coin. Shout out to him, by the way. It's his birthday today. He would love nothing more than to get a Champions League final win on his birthday. So a very happy birthday to Miz from the other side of the coin. But as he was saying, Chelsea's a very smart team. He brought up a quote from Andreas Christensen in which they really, really study their opposition. And they know that City like to have the ball, so they're going to try and dominate the possession as much as they can. Simple stuff like that. Reece James. Kante, touch inside to Reece James. Good touch there just to get away from Bernardo, but Bernardo in the tackle. Looking good. That's a couple of decent slide tackles from Bernardo Silva, isn't it? Abel, I'm doing well, man. I think I answered your question about substitutions just a second ago, I think. Spilicueta. Mendy. Good touch to Mason Mount. Now a ball forward to Kai Havertz all alone. He gets around Ederson. Open goal. And it's 1-0 Chelsea. Oh my goodness. And the bells start ringing outside. 1-0. Those long diagonal balls again. To speak about Miz, he said that is how they will kill Manchester City. And that is how they've at least gotten the opener. And it's Kai Havertz. 1-0 Chelsea. You can hear the church bells ringing in the background. Is it associated with the goal? Probably not. And he's onside. He's definitely onside. That gap between Ruben Dias and Zinchenko is just... I don't know where John Stones was on that. But the center backs of City were just completely off. Wow. 1-0 Chelsea. Here we go. Need a big reaction from Manchester City now. Hey, thank you, Jerry Resendez. Yes, I am feeling good. I'm feeling almost back to normal at the moment. I get tired, very, very tired towards the end of the day. But other than that, I'm feeling good. 1 goal in 12 matches in the Champions League for Kai Havertz. And what a time to score it. Time for Aguero. Yeah, I don't know that Pep will make that substitution at half, but we'll see. We'll see. What a ball that was to Kai Havertz as well. Was that from Mason Mount? I believe it was. How will they react? That is the big question. How does Manchester City react to this? And look, here's more space for Reece James. Raheem Sterling tracking back, though. Anurag asks, can City make a comeback? What do you guys think? They're definitely a team that's capable of it. Tuchel certainly does seem to have Pep Guardiola's number. But hey, there's still a full half of football to play. Chelsea definitely deserved the goal, says Rohan. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If either team scored, it wouldn't have felt out of place. But I believe that Chelsea have definitely made the better opportunities. Something I've realized, Pep really loves chugging water when the opponents score. Sit down, drink water, as he said so infamously. Depends on the throw-ins. Yeah, that's a really good point. What are the bells? There's two really big churches where we live, and so they're just ringing the bells for 5 minutes or so. Timo Werner chests it down and plays the ball out for a goal kick. He did that on purpose, you know? He didn't want to give Ederson the opportunity to collect the ball and then start a Man City counterattack, so he just played safety. He just rolled the ball out on purpose. He wasn't trying to hit the goal. Can you guys hear the bell still? Apologies for that. I have the window open just so I don't die. Because I figured it would be a bad look if I died on camera during the stream. I mean, Sergio Aguero has to come on, right? Right? Yeah, the bells really like that Havertz goal. I hope the bells are sounded nice. I mean, they sound nice to me. Should be over now. Ish. Unless someone's just, you know, really ripping it in that bell tower. Keep it going. 10 more minutes. Let's go. What time is it? It's 3:49 in Canada. 3:49 p.m. Kyle Walker. Gundogan now. What can City conjure up here? Look at how many dark blue shirts are back. Difficult. And this should be it. 252, 254. Walker steps around Mount. Rudiger collects. And that's the half. 1-0 Chelsea after 45 minutes. And yes, I see the request for a throw-in update. Let's take a look. It is halftime as well. So, throw-ins. We are at 9-7. 9-7 for Manchester City. So Manchester City do have the lead in the throw-in department. But Chelsea, as you can see here, 1-0 up. With Kai Havertz scoring that goal where he rounds Ederson from a great ball by Mason Mount. Man, really good match so far in my opinion. Much better than the beer that I drank, but we will try another one of those cans out in the second half. Steven request, yep, I will try to get Steven out. If he's under the bed, it's going to be difficult. But if he's on the couch, we will definitely bring Steven into the cut. That's for sure. John Dorsey says, what a freaking ball that was. Yeah, it was a great one. It was a great one. It was a great one. Let's go Chelsea, says Lil Car Wash. What up, Lil Car Wash? Thanks for coming through, man. r/soccer time? Yeah, should we do it? Should we jump right in? I've sort of not really embraced the r/soccer recently, which is a definite fault of my own. Ooh, little alternative view. Here, let's put that on and let's go. Let's do Reddit. What do you guys think of the match so far? What's up, Bug? I think that, it's difficult to see City scoring in this one at the moment because they really haven't developed any sort of scoring opportunities. This has been classic Chelsea, defensively solid. They know how to beat City. They beat them the last 2 times. It's hard to see a goal coming from City, but then again, even just saying that, City and hard to find a goal, it's really different. Is really difficult to sort of make sense of. All right. So far, no stress shit, says Ryan. And hey, good to hear, man. Good to hear. Heart is pumping, says your master. Why Sterling on left, says Ayush. Yeah, that was certainly a surprise, wasn't it? I was surprised to see him out there, but I mean, hey, this is Pep Guardiola. I'm sure that a lot of City fans are sort of thinking like, what? No Fernandinho, no Rodri. Well, maybe less so Rodri, but I think that there are some that were definitely pulling for Fernandinho to be out there just with how well he's done as of late. All right. Back page of the internet. Whoops. Video capture up here. One second, guys. Trying to get that Reddit here for you. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. What else are we saying? Slingshot says, I'm having a good time watching this final. Very entertaining. Watching from Malaysia. Sending my love. Remember having Reece James and sent him back in January. 4th person I've permabanned today, says Zach. Yeah, I've permabanned one as well. There's a lot of people that are sort of trying to get people to go to their channels to watch this match. Only thing saving City now is Aguero and Fern, says Stu Geltz. Yeah, I think that Sergio Aguero coming onto the pitch is a must, in my opinion. I would absolutely want him out there. You need a goal, why not bring him out? Salvador Rodriguez, my guy, dropping in with a donation. Thank you for that donation. So my man Adrian, you just became Pep. What do you do to win this? Who do you sub in? What changes to the formation? First of all, I would bring on Sergio Aguero as soon as possible. I'd want to give him at least 35 to 40 minutes to try and get a goal. At least. If you're not going to make the halftime substitution, I would bring him on for Raheem Sterling, unfortunately. Move Foden to the left. Keep De Bruyne in behind Aguero. Keep Mahrez on the right. And Bernardo and Gundogan, they're doing good work in the midfield. Maybe you can leave them on as well. Yeah, so that's the number one thing that I would do, is bringing him on at the moment. But hey, Salvador, thank you for that donation, man. What would you do? Who would you bring on? Gabriel Jesus, maybe? I mean, I know who I'm going for. I'm going for Mr. Aguero all the way. Saish Sale, what's up, man? Thanks for coming through. Warner scoring the second goal at the 64th minute, says Nazar. All right, lock it in, guys. Nazar says that Werner is going to score in the 64th minute. Is he a prophet? We'll see. What are we saying here? Of course, as you guys already know, Brentford are promoted to the Premier League after winning the EFL Championship playoff. I'm sure you all heard about that. First time in, don't quote me on it, 74 years. Let's just do a quick Google search. Yeah, Brentford and 74 wait for promotion to Premier League. Shout out to them. Shout out to their families. Leroy Sané says, I'm a bit jealous that last year Bayern won the Champions League while I was at Man City, and now City are in the Champions League final after I left. I think it's normal to feel like that, but I'm extremely proud to have won the league with both Bayern and Man City, says Leroy Sané. Can you imagine if Man City win? More than a meme, Villarreal hero Unai Emery deserves respect as a coach. I do agree. I think that it's impossible to look by all of his Europa League titles at this point. Now, can we still meme his good evening? I think that's fair game. But He certainly is a decent manager. And, I mean, Arsenal just proves time and time again that it's not so much the managers, is it? Something else is going on there. Got Sterling out, says Vinamra. Need Fernandinho in. They need to establish that midfield defensively, says the sucker. Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think Fernandinho needs to come in as well. No spam, please. Good evening, good afternoon. Emery is one of the greatest managers of all time. It's not even debatable. He has won 4 Europa Leagues. Yeah, he's been to the final 5 times, won 4 times. That's crazy. Best of all time. I mean, I struggle with associating that with them, but maybe I'll warm up to it. The last 7 teams to make their debut in a UCL final have all lost. This is all bad. This is all bad for Manchester City, isn't it? Valencia in 2000, Bayer Leverkusen in 2002, Monaco, Arsenal, Chelsea in 2008, Spurs in 2019, PSG, and Man City. All have lost. Oh, sorry, Man City is the question mark. My bad. Sorry. Joe Willock has been named Premier League Player of the Month for May. I think that absolutely makes sense. What do you guys think? I mean, he scored in 7 matches consecutively or something like that. So, hey, give it to him. Whoever decided Fernandinho doesn't start didn't prepare defensively. Yeah, it was definitely shocking seeing neither him nor Rodri. Now I don't love Rodri. I prefer Fernandinho over him. But yeah, it was shocking to see neither of them on the pitch. Now Eric Garcia on the PK comparisons. The only possible comparison is that we both are from La Masia and we lived in Manchester. Yeah. But he played for the team which is not so good. Ooh, shots fired at United. And he says, I was luckier and I was able to play for the best team in Manchester. A pity for him. Okay. Pep does have a tendency to make weird lineup decisions in big games, says Andres Guzman. Yeah, I thought that he was sort of moving away from that. But hey, I guess he's, you know, he knows more than us, right? That's that's what it comes down to, I guess, in the end. Mehdi Taremi, Chelsea does not deserve to be in the final. If we had been smarter, we could have won. Against Manchester City, it was very competitive but difficult. If everything goes smoothly, Manchester City will be the European champion, says Mehdi Taremi. Okay. Thomas Frank on his plans after the game. Right now, I just want to get so drunk. Is that one of the Cologne players? Oh, no. It's the Brentford manager. My bad. But hey, I mean, it translates to the same. Cologne won their promotion/relegation playoff, so they will be staying in the Bundesliga. Yeah, Poop Smith, that's basically what Taremi is saying. If we were better, we would have won. If we scored more goals than them, we would have won. Okay, here's Pep Guardiola explaining the Raheem Sterling inclusion. If we get a chance to win, we have to attack. Of course, you have to defend, but our way is to attack. The second half, I'm sure, will be pretty different to the beginning. They play a system 5 at the back. We need specific players. Okay, so I guess that he thought that Sterling would help with that situation up against the 5 at the back. So far, not so much. I mean, there's been a couple of balls forward for Sterling that he was able to latch onto. But nothing else really. Oh yeah, and you guys, I'm sure you saw Spalletti is the new manager of Napoli, and it is still commercial time. But I've got to go, and I'll get my other beer. We'll see if it's flat. I'll maybe grab Steven if he's easy to grab. But yeah, let me just get this ready. I will be right back so we can watch the beginning of the second half together. BRB. Steven, bless this match for us. I know you were just sleeping. I'm sorry, but we need you to bless this match for us, okay? Thank you. Okay, guys. Let me get rid of this large cat. Oh. Get out. Come on. Go ahead. You can go back to bed now. Okay. We got another beer. Let's see how it... Zainab says hello. Steve, Zainab says hello. I think these beers are just flat, man. Or just, this is how they serve them. Is the match back yet? Not quite. We got some dudes bumping tunes out there. Momel, I did not miss it. Don't worry. I just was away. I have the chat frozen on it at the moment, and I'm going to add it in a moment. Ticker text. Momel Abdulaziz, once again, thank you for coming through. Thank you for that donation. He says, I feel bad for Werner, but I can see this turning into a Morata situation again. Also, if City don't win, that'll take Pep down a notch in my eyes. Yeah, I do feel bad for Werner. I absolutely do. But he's a quality player. And Momel. I missed some donations. Who else did I miss, Andres? Momel again. Yes, got you. Yeah, I think that's the only one I missed. Okay. Here we go. Teams are coming back out. This one looks a little bit better. That one looks a little better. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Both teams are back out on the pitch. About to start. Oh, now it's going to another commercial for Expedia. Great. No iced coffee? No, not today, Zach. It's too late in the day for that. Too late in the day. I mean, I could use it for those evenings where I get very, very sleepy, but today we're doing beer. It's a tradition. And we're off. The ref was winking. Something will happen. Man, La Hoz is always winking and laughing. But maybe we'll see some madness out there. Dr. Darkrai, it was Kai Havertz. Played in by Mason Mount. Another throw in for Manchester City. Hey, Prof. Dum Dum. Thanks, bro. Prof. Dum Dum says, Chelsea, question mark? They're doing pretty well. I don't believe that there was any changes at halftime for Manchester City. Where did you get those glasses? From a place called Bon Look. Bonlook. Now, free kick for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne to take. Zinchenko to take. Poorly taken. James is pocketing Sterling. This is dead. Yeah, Sterling is not doing great out there. I say move Foden out to the left. Let Foden take on James. And get, what's it called? Get Aguero out there. Why not? But what do I know, man? Gundogan. Kyle Walker. Trying to make something happen down this right side. Jorginho dropping into the flank to make it a 3v1 every time they try to attack down that right side. Rudiger, Jorginho, Chilwell, and Mount is dropping as well to make it 4. Foden tries to turn on Kante. He can't quite. Now, John Stones. Gundogan, Zinchenko. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan. Kyle Walker. Bernardo. City with more of the ball, which is absolutely what they would have wanted. But what can they do with it is the question. Because another ball into the box is just collected by Edouard Mendy. Hey, Yenziwe Mota. You must be absolutely buzzing right now. Slash, a little bit nervous. There's got to be some nerves. A little bit of butterfly in your belly at the moment. Thank you for that donation, Yenziwe. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far. Very much appreciated. As I always say, it's not a requirement of the stream at all. You can contribute just by showing up. You can contribute by liking the stream. You can contribute by taking part in the chat. It's all good and appreciated. Mendy just clearing before Mr. Phil Foden was able to get there. But it was a difficult one. Oh my goodness, what is happening in this Man City defense? Nima, the game has been quite good, actually. It's very back and forth match. A little bit of dominance here from Manchester City to start this second half, the first 5 minutes of it. But yeah, been nice and back and forth. Chelsea with the more quality opportunities. Sterling getting dominated by Reece James once again. Stones driving through the heart of Chelsea's midfield. Difficult pass to play to Zinchenko. Did not make it easy for him. Donations going to the beer budge? No, man. Donations go into the Improve the Studio Fund, which Wayfair still hasn't got my desk to me. It's annoying. Rudiger. Mount. Chilwell. And a very loose pass there from Chilwell. Yeah, that's right, Zach. It goes for feeding Steve as well. How's the beer? It's not great. It's still flat-ish. But I mean, there's some, like I find some of these blonde ales in Montreal, it's sort of a style where they're not overly carbonated, which is fine, but it's just not to my taste. Not a beer that I would have chosen myself, but I mean, it's refreshing if you're sitting outside, which I'm not. The Fuentes. Thank you, sir, for that donation. No question attached. That's okay. That's all right. Still accepted. Thank you, the Fuentes. Yeah, everybody sit down, drink water. No talking, as Zach was trying to say. Gundogan. Wide to Kyle Walker. Walker cutting inside on Mason Mount. City cannot find Chelsea's box, can they? They do not know the way there. Oh, Ruben Diaz, what a tackle that is to keep that away from Mr. Werner. Oh. Zinchenko. Still Zinchenko. And he goes down. Just couldn't keep his feet, could he? Where's Antonio Conte gone? I feel Barca is a good fit. Conte wants a project. Laporta has one. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Real Madrid. Just because he's spoken openly about how he turned them down in the past. Maybe now is the time. But the thing with that is that Antonio Conte is a guy who really likes to have assurances on the signings that he's going to be able to make. And I don't know how many he would be able to make at Real Madrid. Or maybe Florentino Perez is just full of BS. And they actually have a lot of money to spend on players. I mean, look at how much they're paying David Alaba. I don't remember the exact figures, but it's insane. Something like £400,000 plus per week. Hey, Zach, thank you for that donation, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, Zach. Great to have you. Thanks for showing up, man. Oh, man, wouldn't it be fun to do a live watch-along? All of us in a bar, watching a match together. God, that would be great. Chilwell to play this free kick for Chelsea. Headed away by John Stones or Ruben Dias. Who knows? They all look the same. Yeah, of course, Aman. We wouldn't do it during COVID, but in the future, it'd be cool. Trey, thanks for coming through, man. He says, Rudiger and someone else are down. Looks like a clash of heads, maybe. But Trey Edwards says, hey, Adrian, thoughts on Karim Benzema getting called back up to the French national team? Oh, it's Kevin De Bruyne and Rudiger that are down. Do you think you can make a video about it? I don't know if I dedicate an entire video to just speaking about how he's back in the French national side. I did a video about why he wasn't in the French national side in the past. Oh, that's a bad collision there, isn't it? From the two of them. And it's all Rudiger too, just stopping and jumping into Kevin De Bruyne there. It's all Rudiger's fault. Anyway, I don't know that I would do an entire video on it, but I think that, adding him to that French national team is definitely scary. I spoke about on the Calcio podcast recently, actually, how Adamo made the point that, who's the host, that, it's not necessary that they really needed him because they were able to win a World Cup with Olivier Giroud. And it's true. It's not always a case of all the best players on the pitch at the same time means that you're going to be a better team. But thinking of him inserted into that French national side with all of the talent that they have around them certainly is a terrifying prospect, isn't it? And if they do all click together with the quality that Benzema has and the quality that he'll have around him in comparison to what he was dealing with at Real Madrid at times this season, it's a scary thought, isn't it? And it looks like Kevin De Bruyne is going down. A little bit nasty there from Rudiger. Well, not nasty, I mean, but just, standing straight into him. Really rocked him. You can hurt someone doing that. And it looks like Kevin De Bruyne is going to be coming off, which is nightmare for Man City supporters. Looks like, and it's Gabriel Jesus that is coming on. No way. No way, man. Slap in the face of Sergio Aguero. I mean, again, not what do I know? What do I know in comparison to Pep Guardiola? But it's not the substitution that I would make. And they are really supporting Kevin De Bruyne's head, aren't they? This is not good. Oh my God, his eye. His eye. Oof. Not nice from Antonio Rudiger. Not nice at all. But it happens. Poor De Bruyne in tears on the sidelines. His Champions League final is over because of that move from Antonio Rudiger. That's shitty. Sorry, but it is. You got to feel for Kevin De Bruyne. That's bad. That's really bad. No, Andres Guzman, there's a replay where they show from behind and you can see Rudiger steps into him to block him. And his shoulder goes straight into De Bruyne's eye, I believe, and just rocks him. That's really too bad. I'm sure he'll be fine for the Euros. But you can't play with an eye like that. And it's probably a concussion protocol that they're taking into account here. Now they got to do it for Kevin De Bruyne. That looked like a handball. Referee is saying no to the handball. We'll see what VAR says. Referee is saying it hit his chest and then the part of his arm, which is okay. Let's see from the replay here. Yeah, it did look like it hit his chest and then his arm. It really did look like it hit his chest and then his arm, which would be no handball. As the referee said, here and then here, it's okay. Laho's masterclass. Yeah. Eagle-eyed. Will that be enough to fire City up, to do it for Kevin De Bruyne there? Did Rudiger do it on purpose, asked Shifty. Yes, he did mean to block Kevin De Bruyne. I'd like to... Ooh. From behind, it looks like it did hit his arm. Anyway, I don't think that Rudiger... I'd like to think that Rudiger didn't mean to hurt Kevin De Bruyne to that extent. Because if he did, that's very shitty of him. But he definitely meant to stop him. He's trying to get that tactical foul. Gundogan trying to win the ball in the midfield, but it's Chelsea who come away with it. Ederson. Good first time ball to John Stones. King Bino, watch the replay from behind. You can see that Rudiger eyes him up and steps into him. If that's not on purpose, if that's not intentional, I don't know what is. Tiger Claw, the game's been pretty damn good, actually. It's been very good. Certainly better than Wednesday's final. That's for sure. Yeah, Goose Wallace, it did look like handball from behind, didn't it? It certainly did look like a handball from behind. But, hey, that's the only replay I got to see. Now, ball wide for Sterling. Not good enough. Cut out by Reece James. Kai Havertz and N'Golo Kante and Timo Werner streaming forward. Reece James down the right. Hey, Kevin, thank you for that donation. And Kevin says, imagine 15-year-old you gets told this will be a final. For real, man. Ball won by Mahrez. Thanks again for that, Kevin. And Salvador. Salvador, are you in there already? Yeah, you are. Thank you for that donation once again, Salvador. Fernandinho is coming onto the pitch now, by the way. Looks like a trap handball with his chest. Rudiger should have got a red, in my opinion. That's clearly intentional, and this isn't a contact sport. Yeah, it's a bit of a blurred line there. I don't know that I would give a red card as a referee, because while he did step in front of him to stop him, I don't know that he meant for, Kevin De Bruyne's face to smash into his shoulder. But hey, just intention is not a word in the rule book, I don't think. Ball wide to Kyle Walker. Pulisic coming on. Walker, Foden in the middle. Sterling. Fernandinho is already on the pitch, by the way. Foden gets clattered. No foul there. And Fernandinho is out there to do as Rudiger did, I'm sure. He is the master of fouling and not getting punished for it. He is the master of tactical fouls and not getting punished for it. So I'm sure that he'll be leaving the studs in a few times on some of the Chelsea players. Oh, my foot's asleep. What a feeling. Urias Tosh, so you guys are trying to get on the Canadians level to have a prominent player win the Champions League, eh? Drop a little A in there to emphasize. Throw in for Chelsea. Reece James, forward to Kai Havertz, headed away. "25 minutes for City to get something," asked Zakaria Ali, Mr. Zakaria Ali. Yeah, I could see City getting something. They've had a lot of the ball. Chelsea haven't really been in their end in a while. De Bruyne's eye is looking rough. Chelsea fans just freaking out in the stands. Ruben Diaz tries to get ahead on it. No. The Fuentes, hey, thank you for that donation. You attached a question this time. Important question. How are you? I'm doing well. I am happy to be watching this Champions League final. I'm excited to work on the video to talk about this final after that. And then it's full steam ahead on the Euro 2020 coverage. I got to start working on my preview for it. I got to cover, I'm sure there's going to be more managerial news and more signing news next week that I'm going to have to cover as well. Here's Phil Foden driving forward. Foden still with the ball. Mahrez across the box, and that's good defending from Azpilicueta, as it looks like it was Bernardo Silva at the back post there, or Gundogan at the back post, ready to just tap it in. And he would have. Corner kick. Oh my goodness. Poorly done from Kyle Walker, but he recovers and Pulisic goes to the dirt. Azpilicueta is down, and the Chelsea medical team is back on the pitch, just as they were for Thiago Silva in that first half. That is unfortunate if he have to go off as well. Ooh, just a little knee on knee, which never feels good. Knee on the inside of his own knee. Ouch, 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 ouch. That hurts. That really hurts. And sometimes it goes tight immediately on you. Hudson-Odoi could be going out there to play on that right flank. Azpilicueta still down, getting some treatment from the Chelsea medical team. This game will be remembered as the injured captain's final. What a clearance that was by Azpilicueta. My goodness. Facing his own goal, his keeper coming out at him. Gundogan at his back. And still he was able. It looks like he's going to be okay to come back on, though. The Fuentes, thank you once again for the donation. And the pleasure is mine, man. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for taking part in this community. It really means a lot. Sterling now in that corner. Up against Reece James. Tosh always hated this ref, just something about him. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't really like him with how often he gives out so many yellows, how he likes to make himself sort of the star of the show in some ways. Fernandinho now with the ball. Sterling surrounded by Chelsea shirts. City try to work their way around. Walker steps inside. Back outside to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez with two players on him, and there's so many Chelsea defenders in the box that they headed away. 1-0 still for Chelsea. 20 minutes, under 20 minutes, about 18 and a half minutes to go now. Less than that. Akshu says that Sterling was good for the first 10 minutes or so, but has been average ever since. Yeah, it's been way too easy for Reece James up against Raheem Sterling, hasn't it? And again, I feel like I always have to preface this by saying that in no way do I think I know more than Pep Guardiola, but I personally can't speak anymore. Adrian's getting drunk. I personally would have put Aguero on the pitch for Sterling and played Gabriel Jesus through the middle. Now Havertz with an opportunity to run at this back line. Havertz, Pulisic is through. Pulisic, and he puts it wide. Oh, no. No wonder he's always on the bench. He puts it wide. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to all the Americans out there. Hey, Andres. Thank you for that donation. He rounds out our starting 11. And Andres says, just much love and appreciation for Steven Plantini Jr. Hell yeah. Shout out Plantini Jr. Adrian, Zach, Miguel, Cynthia, and this community. Go Chelsea. Yeah, this community has been amazing. It's been so fun doing these watch-alongs together. I can't wait till Euro. Hope you guys will stick around for that. $70 shooting FIFA 21. Now I know. Yeah, Havertz, I agree with you. Actually, Havertz has been incredible. Well, maybe not incredible, but he's been very good in this game. Fernandinho. Fernandinho. Sterling in behind. Gabriel Jesus. Maybe I'm just a hater, but I don't know what world I would have to be living on in order for me to choose Gabriel Jesus over Sergio Aguero. I don't know. Yeah, Mohammed, I'll be doing plenty of watch-alongs for the Euro. That's for sure. Whenever there's a big matchup, I'll do it. Group stage, whatever. It doesn't matter. Mahmoud Farhoud. Always a pleasure, Mahmoud. City still... Oh, now an opportunity for Chelsea to break out. And Sergio Aguero is about to come on. And Mahmoud says, as a fan of Liverpool, I find it hard to root for either team. Fair enough. That being said, I'm disappointed in City. Yeah, it hasn't been the sparkling City, has it? And another donation here from Eden Malic. Or Malik, not sure how you pronounce that if you go full Balkan. And he says, let's go, Rabona, my guy. How you doing, man? Let's go, Chelsea. This is history. I'm doing well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for that donation. And thank you to Mahmoud as well for that donation. Very much appreciated, guys. Mason Mount with a strike. And it's wide. 15 minutes. That's all that we get to see of Sergio Aguero unless this goes to extra time. Can you stream Spain versus Portugal? They're not in the same group. You want me to restream from the 2018 World Cup? That would be fun. Sergio Aguero, his final Manchester City match. Edin Malic, yes sir, you know a full Balkan, Albanian, Bosnian. There you go, man. Hey, thank you for that donation once again, and thank you for clearing up that it's full on Balkan. Thank you, man. 77th minute. Foden is on the left. Gabriel Jesus and Aguero are in the box. Hey, Martin. You know I'll always come through with those throw-in stats. In fact, why don't we do a quick little throw-in checkup for the last time in this, or potentially the last time in this Champions League season. Ay. What am I doing here? I can't type. But thank you, Martin, my fellow Canadian. Let's take a quick look at the throw-in stats. As City throw another ball into the box. That is thwarted by Chelsea. Lots and lots of City possession at the moment, isn't it? And the throw-ins, my friends, it's 14-13. It is tight, just like this match. It is 14 to City to Chelsea's 13 throw-ins. So it was very tight, just as this match is. Spain versus Portugal. Oh, the friendly. Oh, potentially, maybe. Yeah, that's like a week from now. Potentially, maybe. The Fuentes once again. Oof, I mean, I think that Croatia should be able to get out of the group. You would hope that they'd be able to finish ahead of Scotland, but maybe Scotland will be that sort of dark horse, at least in the group stage competition. But to be honest with you, I haven't really been following the Croatian national side as of late. But I mean, they often have a very competitive. Looks like Kevin De Bruyne has to go to the dressing room now. He's getting walked in there. But Croatia has a very competitive side, so I always expect that from them. I never expect them to be an easy side to beat. I still remember that match in, what was it, Euro 2016? Was it Euro 2016? Yeah, Euro 2016. A very, very difficult match between Portugal and Croatia that thankfully Portugal won. Quaresma getting on the end of that rebound. But yeah, Croatia is a team that I'm going to be looking forward to looking into more while I do my preview. I want to get some creators involved as well. I already have some people lined up for Germany and Italy, etc. But I want to get some other people in as well to sort of discuss the preview to Euro 2020. Goal kick for Chelsea. Edouard Mendy pumping that forward. Havertz getting the flick on to Pulisic. And thank you, the Fuentes. And thank you, Kapostas Gergo. Thank you for that donation, Kapostas. Hope I said that correctly. Cool videos. Keep it up, he says. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Gabriel Jesus is down on the deck, asking for a foul. Cesar Spilicueta still doing fine after that knee-on-knee. Why do people keep on asking, do I think Foden is still a virgin? Doesn't he have a kid? Isn't he a father already? Father Foden? That's what we should call him from now on. Father Foden. What the hell just happened to Ben Chilwell? Absolute flop. Absolute flop on the deck. Did Kyle Walker even touch? Oh, yeah, okay. There's a little bit of a step. Oh, Virgin Mary had a kid too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There are ways to have a child without conceiving. Father Foden. Can Father Foden turn things around for Manchester City? But first, we have Mr. Chilwell. with a free kick for Chelsea. Away by Ruben Dias. And a strike goes wide. Ederson plays it short. Immaculate footception. Yes, that's right, John Dorsey. Yeah, Zach. Keeping it PG-13. You know, you gotta keep all those YouTube heads happy. 8 minutes. 8 minutes of regulation. For once the oil team is losing, says David. Aren't they both oil teams? Daniel Carlos, fellow Canadian Benfiquista. Aiden, I think the Euro 2020 stuff I'll start to roll it out this week, that's for sure. Probably towards the end of the week. I want to have my group stage previews out. Give you guys a little profile on all the teams, who to look out for, whatever. Rudiger gets clattered by Fernandinho. That one's for Kevin. Kante. Ball forward to nobody. Ederson. Do you know AA9 Skills? I used to know of him. Does he still make content? Still make that FIFA content? Aguero in a wide position, which is where you do not want him. Kyle Walker. Ball to the back post is a good one. Sergio Aguero tries to dink it to the far post. Nearly for City. Nearly. Perhaps low and hard, and that would have been there. Do you know, Adrian, do you know Eric 12K? No, I don't. Sorry, Zach. Kyle Walker. Mahrez. Aguero. 5 minutes left in regulation. 5 plus added time, which there should be a considerable amount with De Bruyne and Azpilicueta's injuries. Kovacic just loses possession in his own midfield. Adrian, can you give us Steve Purring ASMR? Not right now. Maybe at the end of the match. Maybe. Ooh, that was a decent ball in from Fernandinho, but nobody got on the end of it. Neither Aguero nor Foden, Father Foden, could get on the end of that. Five minutes. Or else Chelsea are champions once again. They sack a manager. They become Champions League champions. That's just how it works with them. Or Europa League, for that matter. Gabriel Jesus back to Sergio Aguero, and it's a goal kick, not a corner kick. Tuchel doing well to get the crowd up and running. Tuchel, the cheerleader, doing a great job on the sidelines. Do you think you can get Spencer FC for the preview of one of the England matches? I doubt it. I doubt that I could get Spencer FC. Sorry, DM19. Foden just trying to step out of a cul-de-sac there. Can you please stream FIFA later? I don't have FIFA 21, man. Sorry. And I think I deleted FIFA 20. Is this halftime? No, this is the match hasn't started yet. Here we go. 88th minute. Chelsea children in the stands are going crazy. We got the U9 team in the stands going nuts. People are saying it's over, even though it's 89th minute. Havertz, can he keep the ball in? He does. Will he stay corner? U11, be real. Yeah, apologies to the U11 boys in the stands there. Pulisic. Chilwell goes down on the deck once again. This time he does not win the foul. And Gabriel Jesus gets savagely tripped. Rubidias. Here we go. Chelsea still leading. Gabriel Jesus turns inside. Gundogan. Ball across the box. No one at the back post. Mahrez now pokes it back to Foden and blocked by Christensen. And we're almost at the we are at 90 minutes now. Tuchel, you can't help but be happy for Thomas Tuchel if he does end up winning this. Let's see how much added time there is. 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes. My goodness. I mean, hey, they want to squeeze every bit of drama out of this match. I'm here for it. Gundogan, I don't know how much it makes sense. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne was down for maybe 3-4 minutes. Azpilicueta maybe down for 2. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does sort of make sense. But it just is a little bit shocking seeing that. 7 minutes or 7 hours, they ain't scoring, says Nkuleleni. Let's see. Mahrez. Ooh. Now Havertz is down. Let's add a few more minutes to the added time. Balls into the box from City. I don't know how many times we see the ball go across the box and there's no one there to meet it. It happens far too often. 93-20 incoming. Oh, we'll see. Let's see what happens here. If City can get out of their own end, and they can. It's a throw into City. Phil Foden down the left. Oh my God, Jorginho with the most emphatic roll around. He's giving Neymar a run for his money. Man, the tension here is insane. Zinchenko. I mean, I'd be open to some extra time. Let's see what happens here. Mahrez with the ball into the box. Easily dealt with there from Christensen, who has been great since coming on, hasn't he? Throw in for Kyle Walker. He's going to throw it straight into the box. Ederson. Is he coming up the pitch? There are about 5 minutes left. Walker to heave it into the box. It's a good throw. Stones can't get on the end of it. Chilwell boots it forward. Ederson to collect at the center of the pitch. Chelsea, no one is pressing him. Ball into the box from Ederson. Kyle Walker. Ball in. Another poor ball into the box. The delivery has not been good. What would the scenario be if Kevin De Bruyne was still on the pitch? Now, an opportunity for Chelsea. Kante, can he release Kai Havertz, who is all alone through the middle, but is now offside, and he wins a free kick. Tuchel, the cheerleader, is in full effect, going hard, trying to amp up those supporters. Just under 4 minutes left. Maybe an Ederson goal. Imagine that. Ederson just beams one. Crossbar. Bar down. Foul by Havertz. Free kick. Manchester City in their own end. Long ball from Ederson. Oof. Ruben Dias is forward. Gabriel Jesus down the right. Goes for the byline, and it wins just a throw-in. Chilwell standing strong. David Lim, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Where's Aguero? He's in there. No opportunity to scream his name just yet. What are we calling here? Rudiger goes down. A master of winning free kicks. Good in the flop. And he wins a free kick. Yeah, I don't know what Rudiger is trying to claim there, but Lahoz gives in. It's a foul. City fans are going to hate Rudiger for a while. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, JD. And that ball goes straight out. It's a throw-in for City. 2 minutes remaining. Minute and a half, 2 minutes. Ederson drives the ball forward. Who's down that right side? No one, because it gets played straight out. Desperation from City. So far, it's looking like Chelsea are doing it again. They're doing their classic sack a manager and then win a European trophy. Here's Gabriel Jesus getting in behind. But he has to go corner. Gabriel Jesus can't wriggle away from Christensen. And it's another throw-in. Another throw-in for Manchester City. Walker to heave it into the box once more. Another good throw. Stones can't get on the end of it. Fernandinho. Ooh. Riyad Mahrez just wide. Just wide from Riyad Mahrez. And with a minute left, Chelsea will see this out. There is a yellow card incoming for Edouard Mendy. There has to be. If you're Edouard Mendy, you are collecting that yellow card. You're standing on that ball. You are waiting for Lahoz to make a move. You just play chicken with the referee. He's not. He's going to boot it. He boots it forward. Last few seconds here. Manchester City They have to heave it forward. Ederson rips it, and that's way too far. And that's it. It's got to be it. That's got to be it. And Chelsea have won. Chelsea have won the Champions League. After the start to this season they've had, and you see Edouard Mendy crying in a heap on the floor, and that is the kind of story that you feel good about. A guy who couldn't even find a club for the longest time. Now he's playing at Chelsea, and he's winning the Champions League with Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel, who lost it last season, wins it this season. How often do we hear that you need to lose one in order to win one? And he has done just that. Oh my goodness. Not something that I would have expected. Kepa Arrizabalaga is a Champions League winner. Olivier Giroud has won the Champions League. This man's trophy cabinet is just insane. You hate to see Sergio Aguero in tears like that. But City, they will be back in this position once again. They will be back in this position once again in the future. And maybe next time they'll win it. But not how Sergio Aguero would have wanted his City career to come to an end. Wow. Wow. Adrian is 0 for 3 in his UCL semifinals and finals predictions. That's true, and I don't give a shit because I don't care about predictions. I just like doing the previews. I do the predictions so that you guys can have something to laugh about. So laugh away, my friends. Enjoy it. But my goodness, Chelsea have done it. Not something you would have predicted at the beginning of the season. No, not something you would have even predicted once Thomas Tuchel got involved. But hey, his approach works. His approach works with this team. My God, this is incredible to see. Incredible. Yes, the Blues have done it. Best London team ever, says PH Tuber. Thomas Tuchel, he gets it done. He gets it done, man. Made the final last season, in the final this season. It's going to be interesting to see how Chelsea do next season as well. Do you think that they'll be Premier League contenders? Of course they will be contenders. Will they be able to win it? Kai Havertz is a Champions League winner. Timo Werner is a Champions League champion. Amazing. Rabona TV, Man City PL, Chelsea CL, Leicester FA, Liverpool comeback, United nothing, says Senex MMO. It must be a very unhappy United fan there. This is great for Tuchel and that's it, says Ryan N. Best team in Europe, says it's not Zuda, it's Katsura. What was Pep thinking though? Yeah, there's a good question there. What was Pep thinking? I don't know. I mean, people are going to default to the, Pep overthinking it. It sounds pretty rich from us. Who are we to say? But it did have that sort of vibe to this final again. Once again. Wow. Crazy. Hey, happy for the Chelsea supporters. Commiserations to the Manchester City supporters. That is very, very, very unfortunate. But what a story for Chelsea. What is with them in sacking managers and then making a European final? I got the hat in sport mode for this one. Osilio is vomiting. Wow. Go cry with your brother, Luam. Kyle Walker, upset. Unfortunate for the City fans out there. Unfortunate for them, but hey, I got to get to work on this review. I can't believe this. Tammy Abraham, Champions League champion. N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. What a player. Deserves this, doesn't he? Deserves this. America conquered Europe right after Canada did it. All right, number 1. We had Edward Sanchez Avila, sorry. Dr. Darkrai, number 2. Number 3, Salvador Rodriguez. Mobel Abdulaziz. Pro Dum Dum. Yenziwe Motha. The Fuentes. Zach. Trey Edwards. Kevin. Andres Guzman. Mahmoud Farhoud. Eden Malic. Martin N. And Kaspostas Gergo. Thank you so much for your donations, guys. Enjoy the trophy lifting celebration. I'm going to start writing right now while it's all fresh in my mind. But other than that, I thank you. I'll see you tomorrow for this video. And then I will see you, I guess the next watch-alongs will all be in Euro 2020. Maybe we'll do the tournament opener with Italy involved there. Let's drop some M's in the chat, as we have seen, for our moderators who were put to work tonight but did an incredible job. My name is Adrian. I hope that you enjoyed this watch along, this Champions League season of watch alongs. It's always a ton of fun. I love ya. Take care. Thank you, David Lim. Thank you, man.